All right, guys, Darren from FBA Elite, and welcome back to another video. So what is Amazon up to now? What have they changed that is going to cost me the best part of £3,000? Well, that's what we're going to be looking at in this video. I'm going to be discussing what happened to me. Hopefully you guys can make some changes and avoid suffering the same fate. So let me talk you through this process. So earlier this week, I received an alert from Helium 10 informing me that there had been a change on my product. Now, when you receive these alerts from Helium 10, your heart does generally skip a beat, as it could be anything from a hijacker joining your listing to another seller changing your products or changing your images like I've had in the past, or this one, which seems quite harmless on the face of it, which is the product dimensions have changed, which you would think is actually impossible, but let me go through it in a bit more detail. So here we are. This is the first email I got. This was on Monday, so 2 days ago. My old dimensions are listed there, and then the new ones are here. Now, there's not a huge difference between them, but the fact that the width has gone from 26 centimeters to 31, and the length has changed from 44 to 47, and the weight's gone up as well, it does make me question how Amazon are measuring these products in the first place. I know how big my product is. I know how big the packaging is. So when you see these discrepancies, it does make you wonder what on earth they are up to. So in my mind, I was like, oh, maybe this is just a return. Someone sent back a return, which Amazon have decided to refurbish, packaged up badly, and it's just too big. So I decided, right, I'm going to give it 24 hours, and then I'll ask Amazon to remeasure it. So for anyone that's not sure how to do that, I'm going to show you later on in the video how to request Amazon remeasure your product, as this can have a big impact on your profit margins. So 24 hours later, so this is on the 16th, so there we go, on the 17th, I submitted a request hoping that the measurements would go back down close to what they were. So this is what they did. They changed the measurements from what they told me on Monday, and the new measurements on Tuesday are, so the width has magically got narrower, the height has got shorter, and the length has got a bit shorter, but not quite short enough. And this is the dimension that I want you guys to focus on here at 45.8 centimeters. So the last time they changed my measurements was about a year ago, so I don't know why they're all of a sudden doing it now. And I think actually I probably made a video on this topic when it happened the last time. But you can see here my measurement has been 44 centimeters for the past year or so. They changed it to 47. Then when I requested the remeasurement, they reduced it to 45.8. So I'm going to have to submit another Cubiscan, as I can't have this be the length, because this is costing me an awful lot of money. So before I show you why, I just want to say, if you're not using alerts from Helium 10 or an equivalent, then you're putting your Amazon business at risk. You need to be monitoring your listings and your business 24/7. So I use alerts from Helium 10, and if anyone makes any changes to the listing, or if Amazon make any changes to the listing, I get email alerts like I just showed you. So you can see here, you've got lots of things that you can choose from. Whether it's just whether you've lost the buy box, which usually means that there's a hijacker on your listing, or the number of sellers have changed, which usually means the same thing as well. Price has changed, dimensions, maybe a seller's been messing about with your listing. Even you can use it for reviews as well if you want to monitor it for negative reviews, so you can take action on them, which I showed you in previous videos how you can contact people now who have left negative reviews. So I got the alert to let me know that the dimensions had changed on my product. So if you do want to use Helium 10, like I always say, use the discount codes we've got. So we've got FBA Elite 50. This will get you 50% off your first month. So this is great for short-term usage. So it brings the monthly cost down to $49.50. Or you can use FBA Elite 10 for every single month. You'll get 10% off. So it brings it down to $89. Or either code will get you 25% off that annual plan. So why is this change going to cost me the best part of £3,000? Let me talk you through it. So the dimension I want you to remember is this 47 dimension, or actually it's not 47 now, it's now 45.8 versus 44. So 44 was my original dimension. Now let's go back to the Amazon fulfillment fees here. So obviously this is with FBA. So I'm going to select the criteria for my product. So I don't use the small and light program. I sell above 0. And the product did fall into the standard parcel. So below 45, 34, and 26. And the weight of the product, as you can see, whichever one you look at here, was about 1.2 or 1.25 kilo. I think the latest one is 1.27 actually. So I'll see if that puts me into a different pricing bracket. But it's quite a wide range here. So for between 900 grams and 1.4 kilos, that's going to cost me £2.66 in fulfillment fees. That's how much Amazon's going to charge me for packaging up that product and sending it to the customer. You've of course got the referral fee as well, which is about 15%, but this is the fulfillment fee. £2.66 doesn't sound too bad. Now, That small change in the measurements, so from what it was at 44 centimeters up to the most recent one, which is close, but still, still larger at 45.8 centimeters. Let's see how that impacts things. So we can't choose a standard parcel anymore. So what we have to do instead is go to the oversize tab here. So we click on oversize, and then we have to choose which one we fall into. Now we do fall into small oversize, which doesn't sound bad, but it actually makes a big difference. And the weight bracket here is between 1 kilo and 1.26 kilos. So the product does fall into that. But you can see here that the fulfillment fee here has jumped up from, I think it was £2.66, I think it was, to £5.10. So that is quite a big increase. So actually, I think, let's go back to this last one here. 1.27, I may actually be in the next one up here. So actually the next one up is £5.10. So let's pop £5.10 into a calculator. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can just bring that over here. £5.10, and let's go back to the original size I had here, which was £2.66, so minus £2.66, and now I've got 1,200 of these products have just been delivered to Amazon. So that's how much extra it's going to cost me in FBA fees, in fulfillment fees, because they have remeasured incorrectly the length of my product. So now I've got to submit another Cubiscan and just hope that someone comes back and measures it below 45 centimeters at that longest point. If not, I'm losing the best part of £3,000 because of that. So you have to be aware of that when you're packaging your product. And it's something to keep in mind in the early days. And just to confirm that that calculator is correct, this is the Amazon FBA rate card. And if we go through this manually, you can see here, standard parcel of the dimensions I mentioned below 45 at less than 1.4 is £2.66, but now I'm in the small oversized category here, and at 1.26 it's either £5.01 or at 1.27 I fall into this one at £5.10. So it's not been a great couple of days for Amazon FBA for me, so I'm going to have to keep fighting that and hope that Amazon decide to remeasure it at the correct length. So if you want to know how to submit a Cubiscan request so that Amazon will remeasure your product within Seller Central, just go to the help link in the top right corner. This will bring you to this page. Then in the search help section, just search for Cubiscan, as you can see there. This will bring up the request on the right hand side. You put in the ASIN or FNSQ for your product and go through the process of thing. And you literally just click next and then submit. So it's like 2 buttons you have to click. You can see here I've already used one of my 20 requests this month, but I might be using all 20 of those if they keep digging in with the longest dimensions, but I'll keep submitting it until I get the correct dimensions. Otherwise, I'm going to lose an awful lot of money this month. So hopefully you guys have found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to the channel. If you want to talk to me and over 4,000 other sellers, go to fbaelite.com, sign up to the forums. It is completely free. We've got forums for all areas of Amazon FBA in there. We've also got the resources there with lots of things that will help you with your FBA journeys, such as the profit calculator, the product research checklist, the startup list, and even discounts on the course and Helium 10 and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. What I'm going to do now is pop up a full tutorial video of Helium 10 so you can see all of the other tools that are in that piece of software. And I recommend you guys give that a watch.